I remember hearing a story about a 5-year-old girl who was going to be going on a camping trip, and she was so excited to buy a brand new flashlight at Walmart. So excited to have the flashlight that she actually turned it on in the checkout line. But she said, "Mommy, it's not too bright. I think it's broke." Well, her mom turned to her and said, "Oh, honey, I promise it works really well in the dark." After a brief pause, the little girl turned to her mom and said, "Mommy, let's go find some darkness." You know, I love that story because it so eloquently describes the opportunity that we have to shine the light and love of Christ outside the four walls of the church.
Hi everybody, I'm Neil Boron, host of Lifeline on WDCX and chairman of the 2016 Walk to End Alzheimer's. Some of you have heard of the disease. It's now the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S. Actually kills more people than prostate cancer and breast cancer combined. And contrary to public opinion, it's not a part of the normal aging process. It's actually a deadly brain disease, and it doesn't know any boundaries. Men, women, young, old, rich, poor, black, white. It affects millions of Americans, people just like Claudia.
Hearing that you have Alzheimer's is tough to accept, and it's not easy to tell your family and friends. But I've been so blessed with family and love surrounding me, whether they're 3,000 away or right where I live. And I am so, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Claudia is a sister in Christ, a relatively young mom who dreads the day when she'll be unable to recognize her own children. I'm compelled to be involved in the Walk to End Alzheimer's because I want to help find a cure for this horrible disease. And I want to provide some encouragement for the millions upon millions of family members and friends who choose to provide unconditional love to those who can no longer love them back. On Saturday morning, September 17th, the Walk to End Alzheimer's is coming right here to Buffalo. And I'm asking you to pray about getting involved in this year's walk. It's really simple. Last year, I prayed about who I should reach out to, and a few days later, I stumbled across a Facebook post of a former college teammate whose mom is dying of Alzheimer's. So I emailed my buddy Scott, and I simply asked if I could walk in honor of his mom, Tess Finney. He told me later that my invitation had brought him to tears. And in the year that's passed, I've had incredible opportunities to rekindle the friendship and pray for Scott and his mom and share the love of Christ with him and his family. There are people all around us struggling in darkness and despair as they watch their family members and friends fade right before their eyes. Some of them are your own family members, coworkers, and neighbors. The question is, would you be willing to do the same for some of them? Join us Saturday, September 17th in Delaware Park for this year's Walk to End Alzheimer's. Registration starts at 8:30, opening ceremony at 10, and the walk starts at 10:15. And as a bonus, all registered walkers with a wristband get free admission to the Buffalo Zoo after the walk. I'm going to be praying for all of you and the amazing opportunity to be on the front lines in your own community, bringing the unconditional love of God to people and families affected by Alzheimer's, providing kindness and encouragement on that special day.